I tried the native iPhone Reminders app and TimelyBills because I wanted to figure out a better way to remember my bills. And what I realized is, my problem is not only remembering that a bill exists. I also need to remember what it belongs to, whether I already paid it, how much I paid, and where the payment history lives. The Reminders app is easy, but it does not really remember payments. Timely Bills understands bills better, but it feels closer to a full finance app. Hey guys, I'm Chandler. On this channel, I build small apps around real problems in my life. This is part 1 of trying to come up with a personal bill and payment memory app. Before building anything properly, I want to compare two apps first, the native iPhone Reminders app and Timely Bills. One is simple and already on the iPhone. The other one is more directly made for bills and money management. So in this video, I want to see what I can learn from both, what does not fit me, and what kind of app idea actually makes sense. The problem I want to solve is quite simple. I have bills and payments I need to remember, and they are usually connected to real things in my life like car, subscriptions, credit card, and things like that. And the problem is not only the due date. After I pay a bill, I do not only want to mark it as done. I also want to know how much I paid, when I paid, and later be able to look back at the history. So the goal is not to build a big finance app. The goal is smaller. I want a personal home base for bills, reminders, recurring payments, and payment memory. Before building that, let's try the Reminders app and Timely Bills. First, the Reminders app. I've been using it for years, so this is the most familiar option for me. It's not a bill app, but it's probably the first thing many people would use when they just want to remember something. Let me start with what I like. Number 1, it's very easy to create and understand. Because it's already on the iPhone, there's almost no learning curve. I can just create a reminder, add a date, time, set repeat if I need, and move on. When the day comes, the app reminds me. After I pay it, I can just press circle on the left and mark it as done. Number 2, the iOS design is simple. I like this because the app I built should also feel like a simple iOS utility app. It should not feel like a complicated system where I need to learn many concepts before I can add one bill. The Reminders app is good at this because it feels familiar, the roles are simple, and the date and alert behavior feels natural. Number 3, text can help with grouping. This is important because one weakness I first thought about was that Reminders does not really link a bill to something like my house or my car. But text can partly solve that. For example, I can tap a credit card tag to see the reminders under it, or tap a mobile plan tag to check when the payment is due. And I think the app can learn from that. Grouping should not feel heavy. Now, what I dislike. Number 1, there is no payment record feature. This is the biggest gap for me. If I mark a bill reminder as completed, it only tells me that I finished the task. It does not properly keep the paid amount, payment date, or a history I can use to check my bill spending. For this app idea, one of the goals is not only to remind me, I also want to know what I actually paid over time. Number 2, there is no real bill structure. A reminder can have a title and notes, but a bill needs more structure than that, like provider, account details, amount, and payment history. If I put all of that into a reminder note, it can work for a while, but it starts to feel messy. And when I want to look back at payment history, the Reminders app is not really made for that. So the Reminders app taught me 2 things. The app should copy the simple iOS reminder flow, but it cannot treat bills as only text reminders. Then I tried Timely Bills. Timely Bills is much closer to the bill problem. It's not just a reminder app. It feels more like a personal finance app with bill reminders, budgeting, expenses, and a lot of other money features. Let me talk about what I like. Number 1, the homepage has a projected versus paid visual. Instead of only showing monthly spending, it compares what I should have paid by now with what I actually paid. So if the paid amount is lower, I can quickly tell there may be bills still due. For example, if I look at the homepage and the projected amount says 950, but the actual spending is only 100, that tells me I probably still have deals waiting for me. Number 2, the bills tab is clear. It shows upcoming bills, overdue, calendar, recurring bills, and paid bills. On the upcoming tab, I also like that it shows me an overdue reminder with the total amount I still owe, so I can quickly see how much is waiting for me. Besides that, the recurring list is the part I like most. It shows all the recurring bills and groups them by schedule, like monthly, annually, and so on. That makes the repeat behavior much easier to understand. Number 3, the calendar view is useful. What I like is the easy glance. Since bills are date based, sometimes I just want to look at the month and quickly know which dates have bills. And when I tap a date that has an upcoming bill, I can check exactly what is due on that day. That's the part I think my app can learn from: simple calendar visibility for what's due and on which date. Now, what I dislike. Number 1, TimelyBills is too broad for what I need. It's basically a full finance app. It has budgeting, spending tracker, account manager, reports, family budgeting, and many other features. Those are probably useful for some people, but that's not really the goal here. Number 2, budgeting might not be necessary. For my use case, I do not need the app to tell me how to budget every month. I mainly want to remember bills, track payments, and know what's coming. If I add budgeting too early, the app will become heavier than it needs to be. Number 3, there are many charts. The charts are good, but again, simplicity comes first. For this app, I should not add many charts just because finance apps have them. I only need the charts or summaries that help with bill memory. So, TimelyBills taught me the other side of the problem. It understands bills much better than the Reminders app, but it also shows what this app should avoid: becoming too broad, too finance heavy, and too full of setup. After trying both apps, the direction became clearer. The Reminders app is simple but too general, and TimelyBills is powerful but too broad. The app I built should sit somewhere in between. From the Reminders app, I want a simplicity, easy, familiar, and fast. From TimelyBills, I want to build awareness, but not the finance app complexity. So, I want to set a few rules before building the first version. First, the app should organize bills under real-world items. Instead of having one flat list of reminders, it will group bills under real things like car, subscriptions, card, and things like that. This makes more sense to me because bills usually belong to something. Second, it should support scheduled and unscheduled bills. Not every record needs a date. This keeps the app flexible without making every record feel heavy. Third, it should remember payments, not just completion. When I record a payment, I should be able to enter the actual paid amount and payment date because bills can change month to month. Fourth, it should not become a full finance app. No budgeting system, no account manager, no family finance system, and not too many charts. The first version should focus on the core loop. Create an item, add a bill, set date, repeat, and alert if needed, see what's due, record payments, and be able to look back at the payment history. That's a loop I want to prove first. So, that's the direction for the app. I want something simple like the Reminders app, but structured enough for bills, recurring payments, and payment history. If you track bills in your own life, let me know how you do it. And what do you think should stay simple? In the next video, I will start building the first version. If you want to follow the build, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. See you in the next one. Peace.